Hello, all, and welcome to the Thomas James Donahoe podcast. I'm Thomas Donahoe. I'm joined with Artie Rose and Vivek Gupte.
Hello.
How is today going?
Pretty good, man. How about you?
I I am doing pretty fine. I have to go to work and it's supposed to snow a lot, and so I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to drive home.
There's like a winter storm advisory or something right now. And it's in
Yep.
effect until like tomorrow at 1 p.m. So we might have a snow day tomorrow.
On another Tuesday.
Another two. We've had three snow
Every
days. Or we've
Tuesday.
had two snow days, and then they've both been on Tuesday. So like people who go to school on Tuesday with like the schedule, they win.
Yep.
That would be absolutely incredible.
Just a warning, if you see us yawn a lot, it is an early morning,
It's
kind of.
11 a.m. already. Calm down.
Also, I have been up for more than
Yeah. Which
24
one of us
hours.
overslept today? That'd
That's
be
your
me.
own
That
That'd
would
be
be
me.
you.
That would be me. I take full credit for that. I take full blame for that. I blame it on Indians. I blame it on the Indian cricket team.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
So,
before, yeah, you want to go ahead, Artie?
um, we would like to announce that we have a YouTube channel
Yes,
for the
sir.
podcast
Yes, sir.
that eventually we will be live streaming our podcasts there. We're not sure of the exact time and date of it, but
But
check the
but
description.
yes, you can. We will be alerting you as to when we are going to start streaming on our Instagram, which you can go follow us on Instagram now at TJD and Co Pod. That's TJD, the word and, so AND Pod on Instagram. So we will be alerting you as to when we start streaming on our Instagram. So that's kind of cool.
Sick.
And um, we also would like to create some sort of way to get feedback from our amazing listeners and suggestions as to what we want to talk about. So you can message us on said Instagram, and we will try to, I guess, I don't know, we will try to use your suggestions in future episodes.
What? Tommy, what?
Tommy just wrote the
So,
plant
The
so
plant cycle?
today we're going to be talking about the
Okay.
plant
the
cycles.
plant cycle. Let's do it,
Okay.
man.
Now, what do you two know about plants? What's your
Uh,
know
they
a lot about
See,
plants?
they,
I
they
took
breathe
basic
in
biology
carbon
last year, so
dioxide
like
and exude oxygen.
they go through photosynthesis to produce glucose.
Now, did you
Shout out to my
know
bio teacher for that one.
that plants are reproductive creatures, and like every animal, I guess, but they do uh, sexual reproduction like animals do, and it's interesting because you want to talk about the reason these bees are so important is without the bees, the plants cannot reproduce. And so, without the bees, you watch the bee movie, you know what happens. The plants all die.
The Bee Movie is the worst movie
uh,
I think I've ever seen, if I'm gonna
The
be honest.
worst movie? How many movies
wow,
have
this
you
was a
seen?
masterpiece. Come on. You
I
can't be
Maybe it's
saying
not
that
the
about
perfect.
it.
only time I saw it was when I was really young, so like I don't really remember it.
I don't either, man.
Isn't
So
it like
it's
a
the worst
it's
movie you've
about
ever
a
seen.
bee falling in love with like a human, right? Or am I
It's
imagining
about a
things?
bee
I
taking
mean,
back
Let me
what's
Google this up
theirs.
while you guys
yeah.
keep talking.
I mean, the
And
general premise is just, you know, helping the bees, I guess, I think is the point of the movie. But yeah, there is a bee human love story. A little
That's
interesting.
I'm
really weird, dude.
And
I think that's really weird. Okay, here it is.
I think that's better than falling in love with fucking dogs or something.
Hey,
whoa,
whoa,
cut it out, cut it out.
that's unacceptable. You're just making my life
Oops.
so much harder. Anyway, fresh out of college, Barry the Bee, voiced by Jerry Seinfeld, finds the prospect of working with Honey Unispring he flies outside the hive for the first time and talks to a human, breaking a cardinal rule of his species. Barry learns that humans have been stealing and eating honey for centuries, and he realizes that his true calling is to obtain justice for his kind by suing humanity for theft.
Okay,
That's
so
so that's wait, hold on. That's what that movie's about? You're really gonna tell me
Yes.
that this is what the oh my god. And the fact that the bee is voiced by Jerry Seinfeld, 10 out of 10. I already like it again.
Oh man.
Tommy, have you seen the bee movie?
I have seen the movie, but you know what's interesting is now they're making robot bees. Have you heard of this? They're making these little
I have
robots
I've not heard
to
of that.
I have
replicate
not
the
heard of this
function
movie.
of bees. How about that? What do you think that is? How do you
So
think
that's
it works?
like that's like GMOs on steroids at that point.
Facts.
It's not even GMOs because there's no genetics in it. They're just
Well,
robots.
you can control where the pollen is going with it. So you get
That's just like
specific
that just
things
sounds like a
going
recipe
to
for
each of them.
disaster during allergy season, man.
Not really.
Who can
Like if you can
assault you with
control where the pollen
allergens?
is going, if you've ever like got
Yeah.
a
Have
bee
your
mad
little
at you.
bee robots and
I
have
don't think they're gonna do some. I don't know how to word it, but like aller allergy warfare. Like,
Hey, you never
I
know.
hate you, pollen. Go.
The human
You will
population
have.
has made enough bees upset that allergy season could become a pain in the butt. It already is, but like a bigger pain in the butt.
You will have allergies.
Endless sneezing.
Haha. Oh my god.
But then
How did wait? We started with the plant cycle, and now we're talking about the bee
That's
movie
still
and the
this is
related
all
to
genetically
the
part of
plant
the
modified
cycle.
bee
plan. The plan was to get to the robot bees. All right, the robot bees are
from the
important.
very beginning.
I always think it's interesting when we come up with these like crazy solutions to problems. Like we're gonna make robot bees now that can do all the functionalities instead of just like trying to conserve the actual bees that already do a good job of what there's what the robot bees might try and imitate. It's so interesting because they're like, we're gonna go these crazy lengths in progress, but then we're not gonna just. The simple solution is just to start working to conserve these bees, and what's the deal with that? What do you guys think?
Um, that's probably just a boomer solution. I hope you guys don't hear the thing, that noise.
Oh, we do. Don't worry about it though.
Okay. I mean,
It's like not
it's
that
just
loud. So
it's one of those boomer solutions where they're just like, we can just push it off, so we'll just not deal with the actual problem and just make another problem to fix that problem, kind of thing, you know.
I have no opinion about this.
No
Like
opinion. That's your job. That's the whole
Come
point.
on, dude. You gotta have an
I
opinion.
mean, yeah, I agree with Artie of like this is just like a solution that's being pushed off to, future groups, but why
As
make
always.
genetically modified bees when the normal bees can
Well,
do
they're not. It's not genetically modified bees. These bees will help make it easier to get specific genes from plant to plant. You know?
yeah,
Well,
okay.
these bees, with the idea behind these robot bees, they're just robots. They're not even bees at all. They're just robots that are supposed to do the same job bees do for the environment. And the whole deal is the bees are dying. They're going extinct, or they're being endangered at least. And bees play such a vital role in our ecosystem in the plant cycle that in order to keep the earth alive, there needs to be a replacement. And so what people have decided to do is create little miniature robots that do the exact function that bees do because the bees are dying. They're not like genetically modified bees or like grown in a lab. They're actual little tiny robots that are made to spread pollen. And they're
Yep.
just, I don't even know that they're going to be like selective about it. I think they're just going to say like, find a plant and find another plant and do it, because like the whole deal is that the nature kind of will be selective itself. Like if a plant doesn't live to no, reproductive state, then it's not even going to matter. So they're just going to assume like every plant that the bee could possibly see is healthy and viable. But I do think it's so interesting how the pursuit of like knowledge or science goes so far beyond what's like reasonable. Like it's not reasonable to do this.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you just focus on conserving actual bees instead of just making these random weird robots to fix this problem for you?
I guess like if the
Well,
technology is there, might as well use it. I guess that's what their thinking is. I don't really know, like if that's the
but
right
the
way to
technology
think.
isn't there. Like they're making these
Right?
robots
Yeah,
now.
but
They're
like
still.
they have. It looks like they have the capability of doing it, right? So
Mhm.
I don't know. That's just what I think.
Wait. Pause. Stop right here. Am
Robots are
I
taking
echoing?
over. Okay, we're back. Had some background noises causing some issues. We had to stop for a second. But so on the topic of genes, something that has interested me in looking up stuff. You guys ever heard of like CRISPR and stuff
Yeah,
in biology
yeah.
and like how you can like genetically modify stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been using that on humans for a few people have actually done it to remove like diseases like AIDS, I think, and other things. Um,
Using
and I was
CRISPR-Cas9.
maybe
Okay.
I
Go
don't
ahead
know.
though. Sorry.
I was just thinking, in the future, if that technology goes up, we could take genes from other animals and put them on humans. What's your take on that? Imagine being able to just grow wings just because you
Well,
modified your genetics.
what's interesting about that is like you probably wouldn't be able to grow wings yourself, but you could have a kid who grows wings. Like you can make a child grow wings before they were born. And
You
I
could
mean, humans
possibly
can
change your own.
humans would not be able to fly even with wings, but
We don't have enough practice.
I mean,
and it'd be like a rock. I mean, have you ever felt a bird? They're very light. And humans are not.
That's
yes,
true. It's like
Well,
if
we
people
could be
can't do
dragons, dude.
if people can't do push-ups, what makes you think that they can like carry their whole body weight up into the sky just by using wings?
I
who
mean,
can't do
think of the
push-ups?
dinosaurs though.
What do you
Like
mean?
pterodons, they're huge, dude. They
Yeah, but
definitely
they were a lot lighter. Like they were a lot less
they
dense.
they definitely
Bone density
weigh
is,
way more than us. That's for sure.
and they didn't also really fly. They more like kind of glided. I'm pretty sure. Like
Yeah,
they, yeah,
I think that's
they were
probably
like
that's about
they
right.
weren't like birds. How birds like fly straight up and stuff like that. They were kind of like,
Yeah, but like
but
just think in the future. Imagine people furries can just live their dreams. I don't
but
know.
Like
I think
CRISPR-Cas9
it's like,
scares me. Like the research that I've done about it is just like is like usually it's all bad. Like it works.
Well,
It works,
it's
but like it's got a lot of side effects,
it's
right?
just the thing
That's
that
what I've
people
heard.
have to test with it is it's not really the side effects. Like people know how it works just based on like stuff with plants that they've done. Um, but the issue with it really is the fact that when they test it on humans, first of all, it's just you're testing it on humans, so a lot of people will find that very unethical. But also, most
I
of
mean,
the time
testing it on
when
animals, people find that unethical too, right? So like,
yes,
how
but
can you
like
test this thing without offending
worse.
somebody?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying it's like most people find it more unethical to do it
Yes,
on
yes.
humans.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
but the real issue really is the fact that um the scenario needed for it basically needs to be created by the person. Like it's such a specific scenario that like you have to create the problem to solve it just to be able to test this, which is like the real problem behind a
Mm,
lot of like the testing for it. But yeah.
yeah.
I guess I always think it's interesting when people act like the like extending the life is so much more valuable. I mean, like I get that it's unfortunate people die from these diseases at young ages, sure, but like it seems like what are you gonna win when instead of dying from like a disease at 70, you die at 90? I mean, I don't know. I think that the main goal isn't just to live as long as possible, and it seems like a lot of people act like it is. Like people are gonna die from one way or another. I just think it's interesting how people always like really focus on, you know, solving one problem so another one will take its place. I mean, I get that something like cancer is different because cancer will affect people at like a young age where other things wouldn't. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
That was a
I
very
just always think it's interesting. But if someone
Mufasa
could
like.
actually cure AIDS through that way, it'd be revolutionary
Well,
for sure.
they what they did, I'm trying to remember. I wrote this wrote a wrote an essay on this like a year ago. I'm trying to
Yeah, wait,
just kind of recollect it.
Artie, sorry for interrupting you, but can we take a second to appreciate how Mufasa like that monologue was that Tommy just gave? Of like
It
how
was
he all
beautiful.
it was like
Pause.
Tommy needs to like raise somebody up like they're Simba or something.
Oh
Tommy,
my
go get your dog and
gosh.
like do that.
Oh
It's the
man.
circle of life. Sorry, go ahead though.
Um, I forgot. So like what they did, I forget. What was the question you asked about
Talking
the
about
thing?
CRISPR-Cas9.
Yeah, well, yeah, but like about the AIDS, like how they cured it.
Oh well,
Shoot.
how are you saying they would cure AIDS?
What they did was like since AIDS is like shoot, uh, I really don't remember much from it, but it was like there was two twins that were gonna be born with AIDS from because their parents had it, and they like modified them so they had the gene that would that made them immune to it. So then once they were born, it wouldn't be able to exist inside of them, so they would have been safe. Because I don't know if they were like test tube babies. I think they were. Like they took an egg and a sperm and just put it together after doing the thing. So and then they ended up having twins and they were actually cured from it. So but it was I think it was done in like China or something.
Again,
That's where they did it.
CRISPR-Cas9 works. It's just scary.
Yes. It could easily develop some crazy thing and for some
Like
reason
it's so
people
new
think
that like it's
that
literally so new that like we don't know everything. It's like it's basically like COVID-19. It's so new that we don't know enough about it
some
to
people
actually
actually
take the
think
risk.
that because of CRISPR COVID exists, but
What?
uh
No.
I
some people
mean, there's a
well,
whole lot of
freaking I don't know.
And that's what our
People
world
blaming
is heading to
China
right
for
now.
some reason.
You know,
well,
I
there's
don't
like
know.
they said it came from a bat, but then there was a whole lot of evidence that there was like this lab near where it started where they were experimenting on bacteria. I'm not saying either one's true. I just think that it's um it's definitely not impossible that like it didn't come from like a bat or something. I'm not saying that's anyone's fault. It's just like I don't get how they really figured that out. That they're like it
yeah.
came from some
Well,
bad.
the
It's
coronavirus has existed
yeah, well like
like a
the
while ago.
this variant like
Yeah, this one
COVID-19.
just got bad.
Yeah.
I think it's because it combined with the flu or something, which made it really bad.
Cuz like it came to the US especially during flu season. Remember? Like it
Mm-hmm.
came during uh late January, early February.
Yep.
Guys, you know what's crazy to think about? We're about to, like, it's February 15th, like the day that we're recording this. We're about to come up on 1 year of being, at home
Being in
because of COVID.
lockdown.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
not. I mean, we're not really in lockdown,
right.
but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But,
we're
like,
just
being at
still
home
dealing
because
with
of
it.
COVID, like, March 13th, like, Friday the 13th, we all went home, you know, like,
Mm-hmm.
for online school. It's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that
Um.
should just about wrap it up. Artie, did you want to say anything?
No, I was just gonna mention how we only have 6 minutes left in the Zoom meeting.
Right. Yeah. So we've only got 6 minutes left in the Zoom meeting. We don't want to take up too much of all your time. So I'm Vivek Gupta, joined by Artie Rose and Thomas James Donahoe. We thank you so much for listening in. We hope you're staying safe. We hope you're staying healthy, and we hope you're staying sane. Thank you and good day.